I think this is working. I hope it's working. I'm going to double check if it is. And sounds like a no mobile signal in here. And I think it is live. Is it live? I'm pretty sure it is. Well, welcome to whoever is here to the first episode of Long Ride Saturdays. Basically, I have a bunch of long rides that I'd normally be doing outdoors, but since we are in lockdown mode, I'm going to do them from home. I have kind of got a training program, so these are going to be, they're just cruiser long rides at roughly kind of 3 watts per kilo, 3 and a bit. I've upgraded my cave, so I now have a KICKR CLIMB, which I've never used before, so there might be some teething issues with this. I think I'm going to choose the PRL half route, 70k. I've got 3 hours to do it. 3 watts per kilo. I think that might be on track. I might quickly buy the Triathlon Dom because I've always wanted one. And this is going to be, obviously, I've got all my nutrition like I would normally, and we're gonna do it because it's scheduled. I've got 4 hours next week as well, which is, oh, look at that, because that is a sexy bike. That is a sexy bike. Although I'm on a TT bike, but you know what? I've got the points, and we'll ride it with some 808s, and we're gonna have a load of fun. And basically, I just thought I'd do this, have a little chat, keep in touch. I'm on voice chat on the Discord if anyone wants to swing on by. I'm gonna make it the same colour as my 3T that I've got. Boom. And yeah. So put any questions that you've got or topics that you want to discuss, otherwise I will basically ramble my way through this. And I might move the webcam to the bottom left so people can see my heart rate and my watts in the top. Otherwise that might get annoying for people. I'll put that in the bottom corner, and I might make it a bit smaller. There we go. And we'll see if this helps. So without further ado, I've actually got a heater in here because it was so cold. So cold. Right. Let's I don't know if my, ooh, I think I might need to change my seats. Alright. How does this work? Does it just start? Oh, there we go. Right, so I've got to do kind of 10 minutes at 165 to 195 watts. My fan is not blowing on me, so this might be interesting. And definitely not putting out enough watts. My fan is not blowing on me. I've got the pointy stick. And then woo! The climb works. This is crazy. This is crazy. That is really weird. So I got a KICKR CLIMB, which is brand new, and I'm finding this really odd. It's leaned. I've literally leant back on the. Ooh, That's a change. I don't use these damn power-ups because I think it's cheating. That's so weird. That's so weird. This is odd. This is really odd. This is so weird. And it does negative gradient. I might not have chosen the best route. My power is apparently too low for my warm-up. This is so weird. So we just coast normally on the down, but this is. I mean, I love me a toy. I love me a toy. Right. I mean, let's move into the big room. The saviour stick's about. My bars are a little bit. There we go. There you go. Yeah, it's going super well. I don't know if I should be in the big ring or the small ring. Something sounds a bit askew at the back, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of. Power is too high. It is like riding outside a little bit. But it's weird because I'm still trying to hit a watt target. Still trying to hit a watt target at the in terms of coach. So it's a bit. I mean, the easy way would be to do this in erg mode, but I wanted the gradient replication a little bit, especially for 3 hours. Feel like it's nicer to have something to kind of change the pressure, etc. So yeah, so I actually have a coach now. Decided to go that route, which for those of you who've been following me for a while, I've been very distinctly self-coached for a very long time, and yeah, decided to go that route. This is the end of our second week together, so it's obviously still very new, so we'll see how that goes. We seem to be kind of on the same track, want the same things, so we'll see, won't we? Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, and but we seem to be wanting the same goals and everything else, so I don't know what gear to be in. 180-ish watts is a bit of a weird one on my setup. I run 5339 and yeah, 1128, 5339. So like some of the, like for example, I know going up out to Zwift, my lowest gear, I'll be going up at roughly 270 at some of the steeper points. And see, this is Biggie. This is Biggie Big, and it's not sounding great. But it is what it is. So I like the climb. I like it. I might know if I go back into Biggie Big again. It's cool. It's definitely a unique feeling moving around. I'm debating get an 11 speed cassette for the 3T behind me there, and throwing that on the trainer. So we'll have to see. It'd be nice to have a road bike on here. The riding position would be different. Like I try and work out as much as possible on the bars. So I don't know if it would be particularly beneficial to have the road bike on the trainer, but for things like long rides like this, realistically I would be doing these on the road bike. So I don't really know. Yeah, see, this just sounds, something's, I think it's hitting somewhere, or Rick has said, I think it's a rear derailleur, just doesn't sound happy at all. But it only ever seems to be when I'm in the big gear at the front. When I'm in the small gear, it's perfectly happy. So I think it is the front derailleur, and I think it's hitting. Because other. Sounds happier now. Don't know. I might switch the radiator off, to be honest. I feel like it's going to get toasty in here in a second. The stick of freedom coming into its own. Oh, look at that. That's what it's all about. So, whoop. Look at that. That's so cool. I mean, I've totally blown this warm up. Target power 180 watts. Actual power 224. Good. Coach is going to be happy with me. He's just going to be like, he's an X. Why can't he hit any of his power zones? And the answer is, coach, because I suck. I just go full send. Oh my god. That is so weird. I don't know if you can tell that I'm moving around or not. Yeah, Martin. The pain cape is super clean, dude. I'm so happy with it. I've got the run coming for the treadmill soon, and that's it. I'll be set up. So I've got Wahoo Kickr Core with a climb, got the TT bike on it, and yeah, I mean, life is pretty sweet, to be honest. Not really much more I could ask for. You know, I've got everything that I need in my life. Just finished my last assessment today until power's too high. Lol. Finished my last assessment today until kind of like June time. So obviously with this corona malarkey, my exams have been cancelled. So I was supposed to be sitting on my bar exams at the moment, and it's just not happening. Are we riding Box Hill? Right, so I've ridden Box Hill in real life. I think I rode Box Hill in about 6 minutes when I went with Ollie. Jesus Christ. Right. It actually does ramp the gradient properly. This is really weird. That's so weird. So for reference, I have the trainer setting set on 100. So it will do direct replication of grade. Power's too low, power's too high. See, this is my issue. So I'm still in warm-up phase. Yeah, so I've done Box Hill. You can check my Strava. Somewhere around 6 minutes, and that was on the one by as well, which was hilarious. And as it kind of during a 100k ride that I did with Ollie, I actually rode it twice. It was that good. I love Box Hill. And some people might be wondering why I'm not on the TT on the bars. Realistically, if I was riding up 7%, I wouldn't be on the bars anyway. So I'm not going to be on the bars now. I really need to get better at hitting zones. Right, so this is my lowest gear right now. Yeah. So my lowest gear at 80. I'm pushing out 200. Eek. So we'll see how this goes. Although my watt ceiling's about to lift to about 2. It's supposed to be a zone 2 ride. So we'll see. Yeah, seeing me moving up and down is very weird. Dude, it feels so odd. But I can already tell, because normally about 15 minutes in I'm like hyper aware of the fact that I'm sitting on a TT saddle. And like I feel like the constant up and downs, especially the downs, the pressure moves. So like at the moment I can feel the pressure's like really far back on my sit bones when I'm sitting up, because I'm like the whole bike is leaning backwards. Sorry, I've got to drop the power. There we go. But yeah, it's definitely a new feeling. Right, talking and cycling is quite hard work actually. Whew. We'll see. I'm trying to have some sense of normalcy. I might get on the voice chat on Discord and see what's going on. I don't know if this is working. If it is, come say hello. It says my voice is connected. Alright, so my loud power now for the rest of this ride is just under 3 watts a kilo, up to, I don't know, I weighed in the lightest I've been in months actually, post, yeah, I think the lightest I've been since the Ultra. So I came in around, I was 74.2 this morning, and I think that's very close to race weight. Back when I raced, no one's racing, so we'll be optimistic. Which is good. Feel really strong, so you can see the watts per kilo on the right anyway. So it should make sense. Yeah, this bit, and it's going to kick again in a second. Yep. I ran up this yesterday on Zwift. It's quite fun. I say fun. did a nice 10 miles on the treadmill. Some people may not count that as fun. I'm really hoping, yeah, some of you might be asking why I'm not riding outside. I have to do advanced social distancing measures because of my immunosuppressing drugs. So, not really supposed to go outside. And I just don't want to be that person that rides outside, gets hit by a car, ends up in A&E, takes up valuable NHS time for something that's totally preventable. And the reality is like I've got a good enough setup at home that I don't need to go outside. That's the reality. Also, where I live is so ridiculously hilly that the idea of holding like a steady 200 plus watts is just not feasible. So I live in an area called the Chiltern Hills, and it is literally either you're going up or you're going down. There is no flat. It doesn't exist. And yeah, it basically just makes these type of endurance sessions really hard because, well, you can't. You're gonna, I mean, you slam out like 300 watts on the climbs and then 0 on the downhills, and I'm sure like normalized power will kick in, but it's not the same at all. No one's on this voice chat, man. Making me sad. It's weird not having the erg do the work for me, or like set the power limits for me. As long as I get close to the requested power, I'll be happy. Power is too high. Also, I've got a radiator in here, one because it was really cold, and secondly, if my race in summer goes ahead, it's in Gdynia, and the air temp around there is around 20, 24 in the summer, and the cave's been around 6 all winter, and I was like, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed by the heat difference if I don't train in a warmer room. So I've got the fan on the lower setting to kind of replicate wind, and I've got the room quite warm, obviously, to replicate the temp. I've got one window open just to get some fresh air in, but the whole cave is constructed with a breeze block, so once it gets to temp, it stays there. Oh, it's really stable. Okay. And if anyone's on here on Zwift, just come join me, because it's going to get really long otherwise. So, what else? So my summer race got cancelled, nationals. So I was entered for 2 major races this summer. First was English Nationals, June 20th, and the second is Ironman 70.3, August 2nd. English Nationals is officially cancelled. It's done. They emailed us saying they won't be able to go ahead, and they postponed it to a later date, which is fine. I say it's fine. It's annoying. But, you know, what's more annoying is getting corona. So, as far as we've been told, Dinya's still going ahead. But we'll see. Because nothing is set in stone anymore. And I can't say with the utmost certainty that the race will go ahead. My quad's going to cramp, I can feel it. Shit. So, it's a bit sad, but I mean it was 100% inevitable. I mean literally inevitable. So, I think coach wanted consistent cadence. I am not giving him consistent cadence. I'm giving him watts. That is it. What did he want? 213 average. Yeah, no. Oh no! Oh. Whew. Oh. That would have been like the outdoors. Lol. What a turn of events that could have been. Could have popped a chain indoors. Basically, full-on simulation of outdoor riding. Could have been quite funny. Yeah, I don't, something's... better. My Garmin's going to shout at me, "You're in the wrong gear! Did too much power!" Well, Garmin man, you're going to have to deal with it. So weird! Like my whole... Yeah, so, oh, don't push off too much on the downhill. But like... kind of got to. Like... unless I just totally spin out. Just ride this like I would normally. Alright, so we're a sixth of the way down. I've got 2 hours and 25 minutes to go in the zone. Hilarious. And yeah, this is so odd, so weird. Power data is going to be all over the place, and this riding position is super uncomfortable going downhill. So note to self on the descent when racing, get on the bullhorns. Are we on the flat bit yet? I just want some more consistent riding. But I suppose the whole goal is to just hit the required watts. So it doesn't really matter. I don't think. I need to readjust these bars because something's going on. They keep on twisting. What is life, eh? What is life? In an ideal world, you stop for a little coffee, have a little chat, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. For reference for power, I'm running the Vero Asiomas as the power. I'm not using the KICKR for power because I don't trust it. Make of that what you will. Because it reads about 40 watts higher than my pedals, and like that doesn't help me outdoors. Jesus. That is such a weird feeling. Oh god. That's what happens when you don't concentrate and you end up in the wrong gear. Definitely definitely more realistic than just sitting in erg mode. I have to say. But I suppose staying in the TT bars will be a bit harder now, especially on the more hilly courses. So just getting the tripod up so I can see the chat. If there is a chat. For all I know there isn't. Oh no, I'm right, there is no chat. Well, okay. Well, I didn't want to talk to you anyway. It's not like I'm bored and alone. So bored. So alone. Hello, new person, just dropped in. We're just having some fun around London in lockdown. How's everyone else training with the corona? People making sacrifices, they're getting it done somehow, or I'm fortunate in the sense I've got a treadmill now, so it's basically my dream. Full self-isolation. Girlfriend will be horrified to hear that. Yeah, probably actually, she won't be happy about that. No. So I think my plan is I'll stay on the bars like I would in a race, kind of on the flat bits. I need to clean it or lube up the back or something. It's making a very odd noise. Since this is basically going one-to-one on the incline replication, If anyone also has a suggestion as to why it makes this clicking noise when I'm in the big ring, I don't know if you can hear it on the stream. To be fair, it's not actually that loud. Definitely just sounds like the chain going over. Any plans on getting an infinity pool for indoor swimming? You laugh. I did drop the idea to my parents. Because everyone in my family is an avid swimmer, so my dad swims a couple times a week, and both my sister and I, so my sister still technically competes at uni, nowhere near to the same level that she was before, but like both of us were competitive swimmers growing up. It'd be sick. But I'm hopefully moving out, you know. If I ever get my own place, I get it. Future wife doesn't know that yet, obviously, but I would. Be sick. I'd never have to leave the house. Would be nice. Would be nice. My quad's been cramping all week on the bike. This is really odd. Just my left one as well. Can't really figure out why. I really can't figure out why. Yeah, the thing is, I thought it'd be index gears as well, but it's only in the big ring, which would make no sense, because if they were indexed correctly, if they were indexed incorrectly, they would also make a clacking noise in the small gear, small front ring. And it only seems to be in the bottom end of the cassette, so I think it might just be Shimano being Shimano. Also, it's bloody hard to index it when it's on a trainer, because the flywheel weight makes it really difficult, even with it disengaged. But I might have another play around with it. Might be. Thing is, they shift correctly, so I know they're not out of. Yeah. See, I thought so as well, but I can't. I can't figure out where it's coming from. I think it might just be me being overly sensitive as to the noise. And it's also definitely more prominent at higher cadences. Might just be a really dirty jockey. Yeah. I'll have a play around with it after. I don't want to get off the bike and start trying to fix things. Hey, look, that's the Parliament. Could be there. I don't know what route I've chosen. I chose the PRL half, but I don't actually know what this means. I guess we'll find out. I'm so far below my desired watt target. Right, so on the flat, this is too low a gear. Right, so I need to be in this gear. Yeah, see now it's stopped. So weird. So weird. But yeah, I guess I have to play around with it because like it's no longer making it, really. I spoke to some people on the bike Discord and they were just like, Shimano is a loud drivetrain. So I feel like if it was an indexing issue, I wouldn't be able to shift gears properly. But the thing is, all the shifts are super clean. So it doesn't make any. I don't know if anyone can weigh in because the noise only happens in front derailleur. It's in the big ring. So odd. So odd. I don't like odd. And the thing is, I don't think it happens when it's on the race wheel or on the normal wheel. So I don't really know. Doesn't make any sense to me, man. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we're going up Fox Hill again. It's going to be time to drop down into... Also, I think it's just the sound is amplified since it's indoors. So it's bouncing around on the walls. See, now it's alright, here we go. Don't forget to smash that like button. Yeah, if you actually could drop it a like. Also, just drop me some weird questions to answer or something. I don't know. I've literally got all the time in the world. So let's get funky. Let's drop again. You are on the internet now. Yeah. Well, it's too late now. What's a look? Can you just get it? There you go. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. people getting in their Corona runs. Yeah, Mr. P just swings on by sometimes. Always when I'm in here. Never comes to the shed otherwise. Don't know why. Always waits for me to be in the middle of a session before deciding that he needs something from here. Yeah, he featured in some of the earlier videos back in the day. Got to do 24k, so bringing extra layers to be sure. How long is that going to take you? You're going to get that done in the hour? What? Part of me wants to take that damn com, because I think I could do 5.9 sub 6 on here. If coach would just let me, man. But coach won't let me. So I'm going to do what coach says, because that's what responsible athletes do. Me when I'm with you. Thinking I'm aiming for 6 or 8 kilometres, so I guess 2.5 hours would be good. So I'll be flat as well, won't it? Be very flat. a little bit toasty, which I suppose was the plan, to have it a bit warm in here. Race simulation and all that. So power is too high. Is it though? Is it too high? Too high for what? Oh, we're in a pack. Cute. 13 miles. That's a good long run. Did 10 on the treadmill yesterday. Was interesting. Not sure I'd do it again, but I'll have to. I don't think. I think the treadmill's an underutilized tool for mental toughness. Let's just put it like that. I love the fact I can get out the saddle. It's so nice to be able to get out the saddle, like properly. Such makes a world of difference on my ass. See, I've ridden this road. Well, they don't show the speed bumps because you can't throw yourself down this road like this. Just wouldn't happen. Alright, I'm slap bang on desired power, 213 watts through the first 36 minutes. It was good. Coach will be happy. Let's get this heart rate down. It spikes when I talk, obviously. I might spend some more time today. Yeah, I'm going to spin out in a second. I'm second from bottom. And I'm supposed to be trying to hold 230. Do you want to see high RPM though? Let's spin out. 1:45. It's always a challenge, Gary. Life is a challenge. It's one long series of challenges. If I get enough likes on these Saturday long rides, I may try have seats to the coach. Have seats to the coach. But I want to do a virtual in the Everest, which would be quite fun. I just got the one fan. Don't need it anymore. I did the Mega Pretzel before, which is what, 100, I think it's like 109k on Zwift. That was alright. I went for a run after. That was summer. That was hot. That was really hot. I remember that day. I had so much food for dinner. So much food for dinner. Got my tri bars though. Summer Zwifting is all about fans, open windows, and good vibes, and a barbecue afterwards. It is the personal torture cave. It's fully operational, but I'm waiting on one more thing. Then it'll be fully operational, which is very exciting. Yeah, so as I was saying at the beginning of the video, I actually had the fan on in here. I had the heater on in here about 2 hours, getting it up to about 22, because Gdynia, if I race it, average time is about 22 to 24. And like all winter the cave's been around 6, so body's not used to operating in the heat. So I decided I'll run the heater for a few hours. The cave is all breeze block, and then run it with one fan. I have a window open to get some fresh air in, but like the cave is warm. So it's good. It's good heat training. It's stress testing, you know. And it's all about keeping the heart rate low even when it's warm. So, no. Be a little weird to have everyone passing looking indoors. Yeah, don't really feel like anyone would care. it's more awkward you standing there instead of just coming in and getting it and going. Yeah. I can't hear you. We got rid of it. We threw the sandpaper away. We're checking the... Also, it stinks of smoke, so we can close the door. Have you tried the toolkit? Toolbox that's outside?
Yeah.
Well, have you, or are you just saying that? It's in the toolkit. Well, I put it in there. It's in the top. Right, it's right here. Oi! Yeah. Yeah. Put around with these gears afterwards. I might tighten the cassette. Maybe the cassette's loose, actually. Could be it. I could have a loose cassette and it's rattling with higher power. I agree with Martin, it's definitely the correct way to assert dominance. Yeah, I'm going to spend way too much time after this ride indexing. Need to figure out how to index on a turbo. Apparently it's a known issue that the indexing can be quite loud on the Kickr Core. So apparently they don't use standard axle spacing, so it gets slightly out of sync with the race wheel, which explains why on my wheel it doesn't sound loud But that is just ridiculous. Going through all the gears correctly. Oh, that's a bit of a gap. That's better. Okay. How many of you have indexed the bike while riding it? Better. Much better. Much better. I don't know if anyone else can hear. It's not, it's, the noise now is the chain. But it hasn't got the clacking noise. Small victories! That's what it's all about. Yeah. Huh. So much better. Actually, I think the other issue is I wiped it down. And I forgot to put the lid back on the bike. So I should probably do that. Should do that. Stop to do that. Well, that was a gas canister. That could have gone really badly. Oh, here we go. Another adventure up Bucks-Hill. Oh, just dishing out those kudos. Yeah, that was a gas canister. Yeah, I need to find. I have to hold my phone. Coach is like, avoid working too hard on the uphills. It's gone out the window. See, it's my issue. So I'm in my smallest gear. Also, just for reference, this is absolutely nothing like Box Hill. Apart from the number of people, very much like Box Hill. Don't forget to give the stream a like, helps a lot. And then I'm going to have more content coming out. I'm going to have a full tour of the pain cave, new and improved. So much improved. It's silly, actually. I'm coming for you, Lionel Sanders. Watch me. Ah, getting those ride-ons. Smash that sub button, man! But no, seriously, like, or a dislike. YouTube actually doesn't care. You could just give one of the two. I think in the future I might field some questions in advance and use the long rides to go through like a little Q&A. Because obviously my life is so interesting right now, being locked in my room. It's my normal life. I'm also thinking, since nationals have been cancelled, I'm doing a bike run fitness test in June, coach depending. Kind of see where I would have been at. Obviously wouldn't be the same in the strict sense, but maybe do like an hour at target race power and then just get on the treadmill and slam out a 10k and see what could have been as a brick. So, I mean, you're all saying smash, but those likes aren't going up, G. These hoes ain't loyal. Not loyal. Why are you not loyal? After all I've done for the Discord. After all I've done. So, For reference, I'm an hour through on the brick, on the main set, 57.5 minutes. I've held 215 watts average. Average heart rate with talking is 135, which is alright. Quite happy with that. Fitness is coming. Fitness is coming. So we'll see. I want to do another ramp test soon, but need the coach to prescribe that. But I think my FTP is wrong. Like, there's no way I can really be this comfortable at 230-ish watts on such a low heart rate, and I have an FTP of 300. Like, it makes no sense. Literally makes no sense. So I think it's got to be higher. It's got to be higher. Smashing that. Maybe it's just my version. Not upgrading. That's my FTP right there. Well, we're all gonna make it, bud. I look at Lionel's 3x40 minutes at 340 watts. It's just insane. There's always someone better, and there's always room for improvement. But that's why we're here. Because if we were finished, this wouldn't be as fun, would it? Wouldn't be sitting in a damn shed for 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a week, grinding away for nothing. God, how depressing would that be? It'd be shocking. It'd be absolutely shocking. This has all got to be for something. Has to be. Probably have an identity crisis if it isn't. I would have an identity crisis if it wasn't. It's so weird with the bike leaning downhill. I find the whole sensation really odd. Oh, it's so weird. Oh, very much the wrong gear. Does it look as weird on the screen as it is for me to feel the whole thing? Moving around. Well, nearly halfway through this long ride. The idea of doing 4 hours. That's a long time. 4 hours on a trainer. Lol. But if the coach wants that done, it will be done. And that there, people, is consistent pacing. Kind of. Now, much like a proper ride outdoors, I have a sandwich. My sandwich of choice for today's ride is a salami bagel with Philadelphia. This is the flat bit of the course, so I'm going to take advantage of this, respite, and eat my sandwich. 4 hours, Zwift is nutty. Yes, it will be, but it will be done. Got my sandwich. It's basically bringing the outdoors in. I always ride with a sandwich because, well, why not? Good calories, some protein, some fats, some carbs. I don't know, after a while I get sick of eating bars and gels and shit, you know? It's nice to have like proper food. The reality is I've got another hour 24 in this power zone. Sandwich will take about 45 minutes. Half an hour, 45 minutes for the glycogen start being released into my system. And will see me through to the end. Sorted. In time for me to index my bike. Doing my head in. What do you mean with the core? What do you mean with the core, Yari? Martin. All sports fuel is too sweet. Yeah, honestly, what is it? Like after the ultra, I couldn't have sweet foods. Like I didn't want to eat gels, bars, chocolate, anything. Like even fruit was just like, ugh. There was just so much sugar, which I get. Like you need the carbs, and sugar's easy. But it was just disgusting by the end of it. So. Eat proper food where you can, plus if you have to. Alright, that's it. Okay, fair enough. Weak joke, Gary. So, yeah, avocado is good, but I find it's too messy in sandwiches sometimes, especially when you're riding. You want something that's like a little bit more solid, but I'm not worried about everything going everywhere. Salted peanuts, bang. I think during the ultra I had a bagel as well. Ham, cream cheese and pickles. I mean, it was gone by the end of lap 2. And then add pop chips, like salted pop chips. Then you get thirstier with salt. Not really. Your electrolyte drink contains salt. It's important, otherwise your bodies won't be able to function in terms of osmosis. Also, if you don't have enough salt, then you won't store water properly. So if you don't have an adequate level of salt in your system, your body will just flush out most of the water that you're drinking. So it's actually really important. And I don't know, I'm a heavy sweater for the most part. I know I run low on salt and I know how that feels, and it's grim. Muscle cramps, etc. So I feel like it's much better to have a decent salt intake and have to drink a bit more if you feel like it, than be under on your salt intake and go to cramp city. In my experience. Yeah, salty fucks, but salt foods are good as well. The added benefit of eating salty food as opposed to relying on tablets is that you're obviously getting calories in, which, if you're doing long rides and long runs, you're going to need them anyway, so you might as well get double whammy. So, I supplement magnesium anyway. Magnesium, zinc, vit C, iron, vitamin B. Take that every day. I need a bin in here. Oh, we're nearly back at Box Hill again. Ah. Only inside though. Yeah. Box Hill again. I don't know how many times I've gone up it now. 4. This is the 4th time. Oh, I'm nearly level 22. How exciting. I'm really happy at the moment. Life's pretty good. Drop me a comment down below in the chat if you think it's worth trying to get the road bike on the trainer instead of the TT bike. I think. See, I do a few sessions a week, at least 1 or 2, solely on the TT bars. To get used to the position, power, etc. And like the reality is I don't have this race in June now, so I've got a bit more time in terms of getting accustomed to the TT position. It might be more comfortable having the road bike on instead. The flip side is I'll need to buy a cassette because it's SRAM and it's a weird, it's an 11 to 36 11 speed, but it would work. I think I can get a cassette for about 40 quid, which isn't actually bad. No, it's not bad at all. Yeah, but the issue is, to switch it up means uninstalling the cassette on this, reinstalling the cassette for the SRAM, getting the through axle adapters. Granted, it's not like I've got it's not like I've got anything else going on anymore. Yeah, Box Hill. Yeah, so 30-day PR at Box Hill, 9:31. Real life PR I think is 6:01. 6:02. I'm pretty sure it's 6:02. What's my PR? What's my Box Hill PR? Let's have a look. Profile. So I wrote it with Ollie, but what it's not showing you is the speed bumps. Box Hill. What's my PB? Right, PB for Box Hill 6:10. I did it twice that day. Won't show me my power on the phone. I think it was about 300. I think it was about 360 watts. 370 watts for 6 minutes. I think is Box. It just shows you your speed, not your power on the phone anymore. Yeah, 358 watts. 355 watts for 6 minutes. 162 beats per minute. That was my Box Hill attempt in real life. So 3 minutes quicker. power, what was it, 213 watts. I'm an hour and a half through, hour 24 through the main segment at 213 watts. This is good. The thing is as well is like as the ride goes on, variation in your average watts is going to go lower and lower. So obviously you don't want to slam out too hard at the beginning. And get it wrong. But it's always nice to be on target kind of halfway, because you can still recover it later on with some bigger efforts. But if you've done it right, you won't need to. Might get to level 22 today, which means absolutely nothing. So for people just joining, so I think a few more people have joined, this is my Saturday long rides, trying to do group rides with people without leaving my house. So today we're doing the Prudential London half, which I think was 70k, which I think we're going to get to before my 3-hour session is up. Which means we're going to keep going, because that's all there is to do. So we're over halfway now, which is good news. My ass is okay. I've lost my chamois cream, which is not ideal. So I've used some Body Glide, but it's just not the same. So I need to find that chamois cream ASAP. I finished my exams today until June, which is good news. Very exciting, so hopefully there'll be some new content coming out. Obviously it's going to be a bit hard to come out with content, because I can't go anywhere. So Martin, go enjoy your long run. Full send, bro, full send. And see you on the Discord. And so we'll see what we can come up with. The Iron Road. Oh, that was a huge neck crunch. My ass. I remember better days when I was riding this in real life. Also, I've got the DHB mesh top on. Now, I was a bit of a skeptic about these, but I have to say, it's nice because I can feel it's wicking the sweat away from my body. I'm hoping it's going to stop. I used to get this kind of strap rash, which I suppose is quite common if you're wearing a bib short without a top on for like hours. So I'm hoping it helps, but it doesn't feel like so far it has. Peace is Yari. Live long and prosper. We've only got an hour and a quarter to go. How exciting. And there were 4. Need to get a coffee machine in here or something. Be a way of doing it. My ass. Man. It's annoying because I don't want to power the downhills. So I like the little bit of respite like I would in real life. I gotta get to 213 watts average, man. Otherwise, coach is gonna be angry. Hey, look at that. "30 and 1 ride." Victory. Fifth time. Fifth time. Yes. 5 to 12 working days to deliver.
Roughly when they're going to come.
Okay, Dad. What do you want me to do about that right now?
Do I need to put soil in?
No.
Can I just wait?
hour to go, and then we're done, which is good. I need to index my bike, or play around with it, making some odd noises. I think I'll be close to 100k. I think. Somewhere around there. It's a good ride. That was a good ride. Alright, we're back on desired watts. 213, 3 watts per kilo ish. Average heart rate 136. Life is good, and going to be one step closer to the Tron bike, which is sweet. I wonder what my normalized power is going to be. Something a bit weird. done. Nearly done. Very exciting. Oh, well, I say nearly. Less than an hour, so we're counting that as nearly. In the grand scheme of things, it's not long. Oh. Okay, not getting out of the saddle. Really hard now. Really hard. So sick. So sick. dumped a video of my bike on Discord to try and get some advice regarding this noise. So I can't for the life of me tell whether it's my power to get back into 2:13. It's really odd. Very odd. I want to get to 1,000 meters of oh, it's just a weird ride. Alright, back to Box Hill. Good. That's what I like. Huh, little man could do a little wavy. Cute. Alright, back to Box Hill again. This is what it's about. Climbing vert. So much indoor vert. I just love vert. Let's go to Box Hill. And here we go. For reference, it doesn't look like this in real life. Actually, it does. That's a lie. There is that roundabout. It's just, yeah, and then you swing so you carry the speed up this hill, and then you got to cross the road and swing into like a single lane, and it's just an absolute nightmare. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna carry all this momentum through, and then some car comes down the other way, Yeah. There you go. Nice. Alright. Let's just smash it out. Definitely going to do a different route next time. This is stupid. Gone up Box Hill 5 times. Also, why these people don't give the kudos back, man? These ride-ons. What's that about? It's just shocking. It's supposed to be about the camaraderie. Nothing. No ride-ons. These hoes ain't loyal, man. You know. more minutes and I can get on with my day. And tomorrow I've got a long run, and then I got VO2 max bike session. So recovery is going to be super important after this. Yeah. Let's slam some calories. Might have a sandwich. Stuart Little says right on. And we're going to be on 1,000 meters of vert for the ride. Good. Makes me happy. That's how you know it was a good ride. It was like 1,000 meters of, I don't want to say real vert, but as real as you're going to get without leaving the house. Trainer difficulty on 100%, and I got a climb. Like, legit, how real do you want it to be? Right, lapping up, nearly out fluids. Good, good. Not gonna lie, nearly 3 hours in. I don't care how good this climb is. Your ass starts to hurt. That's the reality. There's no escaping it. 2 hours 24 in the saddle, indoors. It's gonna hurt. That's not good. Yeah, definitely needs to be re-indexed. Alright, 20 kilometers, half an hour, 34 minutes. Definitely doable. I have a bent hanger. What's bent? I might have a bent hanger. I might have a bent rear derailleur. Oh shit. Oh shit. No! Oh dear lord. Alright, Grind City boys. I think I've got a bent rear derailleur. I think it's bent. Now straighten it out. God. I definitely want to get to 100k. I think we're going to get to 100k. Good. This is what it's about. To go in 25 minutes. It's looking doable. Oh no, we've dropped to 212 watts. I need 213, man. Otherwise coach is going to be upset with me. He's going to be upset with me anyway. Look at this ride all over the place. Yes, to be fair, this looks like my power outdoors. So, you can deal with it. Can't you, Coach Ross? More consistent than, to be fair, much more consistent than my riding outdoors. Because I can at least pedal the descents. So many potholes where I live, I don't gun it. What the hell is going on there? Get out the way, man! Nah. TV. About to go idle. Not on my watch. Ah. Woo! Back to 213. That's what we want to see. Ah, I'm back to 213. There we go, back to 213. I'll do my nutting. If I'm like a watt short, I don't know why. That's just me. If I'm prescribed 213, I hit 213. I don't know how much longer I've got in this set. 12 minutes. Yeah, it'll really bother me. It'll really bother me. So the whole point of these rides is kind of base building. Because it's very rarely my heart that's capping out on me on these rides. It's more, ironically, muscular endurance. But it's bike specific muscular endurance. So we're training it, much like you would with running, and that's just base, buttery biscuit base. So we're not doing a huge amount of intense sessions at the moment, kind of 1 or 2 a week to keep the watt ceiling relatively high, but we've kind of figured out that it seems that I have a bit more of a diesel engine when it comes to the bike. Very, very comfortable sitting very close to threshold for extended periods of time, but just not having that high of a threshold ceiling. So FTP is, to be honest, I think my FTP is wrong at the moment. But we are going off an FTP of 305, I think. Whether we retest this soon or not is for coach to decide. I think it needs a retest. So what we're doing is we're working on the muscular endurance, just really dialing in legs being used to extended efforts. Prior to him, or prior to getting coached, my max bike sessions would be around an hour and a half. And obviously now, we're working on extending that. So, for example, today is 3 hours, next week is 4 hours. And it's really just building that aerobic system to get used to prolonged cycling. really. And with that, obviously, adaptations, capillary adaptation, muscle development, ligaments get stronger and more used to it. Biomechanics get used to the movement as well, which is very important. Mitigate that risk of injury. And it's just, it's good. It's proper. It's taking principles that obviously I'm very used to in regards to cycling, running, and applying them to the cycling world. Which is the way it should be done. Just didn't have the discipline, I think. And I just didn't really know, like, whether that was the right thing to be doing, whether it was the wrong thing to be doing. And obviously now I know it was the right thing. But I didn't know what to do with the information I had in regards to diesel engine, etc. I didn't really know how to train with that. So this is why we've gone the coach route. And we'll see. Obviously it's very new. It's very new, so we'll see. I feel like my legs are going to be veiny as after this. No, 212 has dropped. Sheet. No. All right, back onto 213. All right, good. Oh, back to 212 with the drop. Alright, now here you go. Got another follower on Zwift. You know you made it when you have more followers than people you follow. Fight me. How did I have 60 followers, man? That's not fame. I don't know what is. You know? Saying that, follow me on Instagram. Because my life is so interesting. I'm going to do big things. You watch, people. You watch. I'm going places. Don't know where. But it's not here. It's definitely not on Zwift. So I've literally been stuck in this room for the last 3 hours. Imagine, a prison cell would be smaller than this room. And it definitely wouldn't have a treadmill. Or a bike. So that would be a weird experience. Imagine. Oh, Katy Perry's come on. A little bit of Raw. Banger. If you don't believe her, then you're a faker. Oh, little bit grizzly bear, 2 weeks. Gonna close out this sesh. Absolute tune. Makes me feel like I'm in a movie. You know that feeling? Well, you know that feeling, you know what I'm talking about. Damn, I've box hill 6 times today. Lol. One more minute in this set and we're done. Thank God. Right, slap bang on 213 watts, average 138. And now for a cool down. Lovely stuff. Ah, sweat city. To 195. It's actually relatively hard to hold or weird. It's quite a small zone. although this small hill here will spike it. Baby. Spin it out, boys. .148 average. I needed to be 165, man. Yeah, well. Kilometers in 5 minutes. Optimistic. Ah, that's really gonna bother me. Nearly done it, gang. Saturday long rise. What a mess. If I'm not finished, I'm going to have to, I know I'm going to have to continue. Because I can't finish up just shy of 100. I'm doing my nothing. I wonder if I can get a draft. Alright, kilometre, a mile to go nearly. Coaching. Nothing wrong with a little bit extra. I'll just spin it out for the end. I'm sure that's fine. Alright. Right, thank God. It's done. $99.9, and we're going to tick over to 100. my legs. Oh. Oh. Alright, well thanks for swinging on by, for those of you that did. Yes, this is my German techno top. And I will see you next time. Pieces.